leaving our church?
No, we're exhorting it to love and good works. Can I give you one of these?
Well, I think we're pretty proactive in the pro-life movement here.
Well, pro-life movement's evil and wicked, actually, because they've never put forth anything to abolish abortion. All they do is regulate it. So it's kind of like they're in team with Satan to keep it going. Like the pro-life movement's never said, let's go ahead and abolish abortion.
Well, we certainly have said that.
Well, I never see you guys down at the clinics. You know, I know that you guys like to talk about like adoption and stuff, but it's more of like a calling instead of a command God gives us, take care of widows and orphans. And so the number one cause of death here in Texas is child sacrifice. 70,000 babies every year, and the church basically loves to raise its hands and just praise God and be extremely inactive and asleep.
We're commanded to raise our hands and praise God. So.
Well, read Amos 5 sometime and see what God thinks about worship while there's in Amos 5, and see what God thinks about your worship while there's child sacrifice in the land and godly men aren't standing up and opposing it.
Well, I think we are called to praise God no matter what is going on in our nation, which is absolutely going down the toilet, in my opinion.
All right. How many more big churches do we need? Does it help? No, because men inside the churches aren't doing what it takes to oppose the evil. Just as many Christians have abortions as non-Christians. 1/3 of every woman in your church has had an abortion statistically. 1/3.
I'm not sure you're going to help by placing a blanket.
Well, we live in a land where child sacrifice goes unopposed.
I know, it's awful.
And we need to exhort, you go to a good man's house for help. All right, so we say that this is a major issue to God. Throughout all the Bible, throughout all of history, God has hated child sacrifice and has punished lands that have allowed it. All right.
I think this is an inappropriate way. We totally agree with what you're saying. We totally believe that the pure and undefiled religion is taking care of orphans and widows in their distress. But we just would believe that all this is doing is having people drive by and they're not looking at Jesus, they're looking at a political agenda.
One of these, it's why we're here, and it also talks about the church and
Thanks, man.
the different issues the church has gone through historically.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Where are you plugged in? Where's your home church?
We do home church, yeah.
You do home
So
church? Are you gathering this morning, or when do you guys meet?
we're actually here right now, so,
Okay.
you know.
So you're more, you're politically driven on this one issue, pretty much.
Well, child sacrifice isn't a political issue.
No,
To God, it's
I'm with you, man.
yeah.
I agree with you. I don't know if it's
Morning, sir. Number one cause of death in Texas is abortion. 70,000 babies every year. So, yeah, well, most people say they're against it, but they don't actually do anything. Like, they may give money to a crisis pregnancy center, but that'll never end abortion. If we had 10 times more crisis pregnancy centers, people who vote pro-life, it'll never end abortion. We need to do it in a godly way, a biblical way, where we call for the abolition of abortion, not the regulation of abortion, which...
for the abolition of abortion.
Okay, well, good. Here, it talks about all the different Holocausts.
Yeah, I don't need any.
Okay, well, we're saying the church is asleep and apathetic,
Yeah.
and so we'd like to prove it to you. If you just look and
Do you really
read...
think that's the way to get your message across?
Yes, it is, sir.
No, it's really
Yeah.
not, man.
How do you get the message across?
Not by showing kids pictures of what you're showing.
Kids should know that their parents don't do anything to oppose child sacrifice in our land.
He's got it.
Yeah, well, just please, I beg you, just take this and look at it. Throw it away if you don't like it. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. So, take a look at it. Thank you. Our apathy as Christians in this state, 70,000 abortions every year. And you know what? These godly men aren't at the abortion clinics opposing it.
He's been in an abortion clinic. He's a pastor here.
Has been. We're at the abortion clinic almost every single day.
He
and
has
you know
a
what?
job to do, and my
Yeah.
children don't want to look. I don't want my children to look at these pictures walking into church.
Well, your children need to know why
I
Christians
tell my
aren't
children
opposing
that.
child sacrifice. They need to know.
I tell them what's age appropriate. That's not age appropriate for my 7-year-old.
It is age appropriate. You know what? They ask the best questions and they oppose their parents' apathy. They oppose their parents' apathy. So I look a little different, right?
Anyway, hey, welcome. Anything we can do to make you at home. We couldn't be more committed to the obviously the rights of the unborn, and doing everything.
How
we
are
can
you
do in that.
committed, though?
We give money. We have people
To
who
who?
volunteer in it. To the abortion clinic, not the abortion clinics, but the pro-life
Crisis pregnancy
clinics in the
centers.
area. Yeah, we
You know,
sure do.
if we had twice as many or 10 times more crisis
Sure.
pregnancy centers, it would not abolish abortion. You know, that's just like saying,
Buddy, I love you, and I'm agreed to. I've got responsibilities, so I'm gonna have to go in. But
okay.
But anyway,
Yeah, it is your responsibility
Make
as a
yourself-
man of the community
Sure,
to
sure.
oppose the evil, to actually do something of substance.
Yep.
Giving to crisis pregnancy centers will never bring about the end of abortion.
I represent the issue personally in every conversation and every time I have the opportunity. I give my money toward it. I send resources and people and other things toward it. So we're committed.
Yeah, if you would
I
like,
could do more. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
it has to fit. In
I'm
a month.
saying you're in sin, and I could probably prove it based on what you're saying right now, because you're not doing things that will end abortion. What you're doing is you're doing things like the pro-life movement is evil and wicked because they regulate abortion.
I got to go, but it
Okay.
also has to fit in the context of many other areas where I'm responsible for as well. I've got a bunch of areas I'm responsible
Yeah,
for.
but child sacrifice in the land, like if you read Amos 5, God says, I hate your worship, I hate your prayers. There will be many, I will not answer them because you have child sacrifice in your land.
Yep.
And it goes,
Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
Hey, Bill.